Hello, princesses, and welcome back to Not Fit for Print Beauty with me, Rebecca. We have some new NATASHA Denona today in the form of the new My Mini Dream collection. We have the blush highlight palette and of course the eyeshadow palette. We're going to talk about it, swatch it in two different lights, and do a bunch of comparisons plus a demo. I am so happy to have you here. Don't forget that you can also follow me over on Instagram, TikTok, and on Threads. But we've got a lot to do right here. We have this brand new collection. Let me remind you, this is important. You can get 15% off this collection and really anything else you buy on NATASHADENONA.com by using at checkout my code, which is my first and last name together, Rebecca Crayon. But I will also put it in the description bar so that you can copy and paste, because I know it's a little tricky to spell. Not the best code, but it's the one they gave me. So it is Rebecca Crayon when you check out, and you can get 15% off this collection and any other. All right, let's talk about what we got here. First of all, we have the eyeshadow palette, which is a mini version of the My Dream, and I go because it's typical NATASHA Denona fashion. It is not perfectly in line with the My Dream. Basically what she has done here, and don't worry, we're going to do some different comparisons. What she has done here more than anything is she has taken one shade, this one here, my finger's on it now, this one right here, this is a shade called Nurture. And the Nurture shade here, what she's done is these four are brand new, and all four are kind of differing variances in dark, light, and texture off of this Nurture shade, and this Nurture shade is in the My Dream palette. And to be honest with you, that's why it's my mini dream. This is, I guess, basically the favorite shade, the most useful shade in the My Dream palette, this Nurture shade here, and all the rest of these four new shades, brand new shades, are just based off of it. Essentially, that's why it's called Mini My Dream. Not so much because it goes with it. In fact, of course, as you'll see when we do our comparisons, it really tends to, if you want to use it with a bigger palette, it goes much better with I Need a Nude palette. But we'll get there. That is $27, as her minis have been for some time now. Then we have a $20 teeny cute little, look at this little thing, cute little blush and highlight palette, $20. We've got three shades in here, and this also is a riff on others. This takes the NATASHA shade, and I'll do some comparisons. This takes the NATASHA shade, which is generally in the cream blush, but also lipsticks and lip liners and stuff, and this does a riff on that. In mauve, we have two blushes and a highlighter based off of the NATASHA shade, and we'll do some comparisons there as well. In fact, let's go ahead and get into swatches and comparisons. And then as you see, I don't have any blush or highlighter on and no eye makeup, so we'll go ahead and play with this as well. Okay, first we have lots of different comparisons. If I don't do the comparison that you want, please don't hesitate to let me know down below or over on Instagram. I'm super happy to do that for you. It doesn't bother me at all. I don't do a ton of swatch comparisons. I'm going to do a bunch here, but I don't do tons and tons of them because I just lose patience for it in one video. So I figure I'll just, do whatever you need. And I'm good about getting those up. All right, so let's first, let's look at both of these inside. So we have our 5-shade new My Mini Dream collection. I want to always call it My Dream Mini, but it's My Mini Dream. So we have the My Mini Dream collection eyeshadow palette on the left, and the blush and highlight palette on the right, and that is in studio lighting, but we're going to see it a lot better if we take it outside into the warm California sunshine. It is indeed warm here, even though it is the dead of winter. We've passed Christmas. Are you guys getting ready for New Year's Eve? It's warm throughout the country here in the US, actually. I always end up doing a weather report, but I think you can see those better out there, but we need to do some comparisons. Okay, so what I have here is this cute little My Mini Dream. We have the blush and highlight palette for $20, and I'm going to hold it up to the original My Dream Cheek Trio right there with that NATASHA cream blush. And let me show you what we got here going for you. Here is the blush, the new blush on the left, and then the larger blush palette from the original My Dream collection on the right. Kind of hard to see. Then I want you to see the lip crayon and the lipstick. I threw those on. Those are both in the shade Natasha. Natasha Denona has done a lot with that shade. That is her kind of true my lips but better, my cheeks but better type look. And then we need to get into the weeds here a little bit, just a little bit, with the eyeshadow palette. Okay, so as I told you, this last shade here is called Nurture, and that is in the My Dream palette. And other than that, here is Nurture in the My Dream palette, right there. Right there. And other than that, there's not a whole lot of similarities, as you can see. But I thought, since they're both named the same, let's see them together. So here we have the brand new My Mini Dream collection at the top, and then underneath it, just real quickly, I've swatched all 15 shades of the original My Dream palette. Don't expect a lot of similarities there. I tried to make the Nurture shade a lot bigger, so that has a bit of a bigger swatch so you can see it standing out in all the quick little swatches of the original My Dream. That bigger shade is Nurture, and it is up above in the much more organized layout of the new My Mini Dream eyeshadow palette. But really, you guys, if you want to talk about the type of similarities and the requests that I've gotten via DM when people knew I would be doing this video, everybody wanted to talk about the I Need a Nude palette. Here is the I Need a Nude palette, which is really the biggest palette according to you guys in my community beauty survey. Did you guys see that? I announced the winners a few days ago, so check that out if you haven't, okay? I'll link that at the end of this video, okay, if you want to see that. This here, though, is a much better companion for this brand new My Mini Dream eyeshadow palette. Much better companion. And what I have done here is I have kept those very organized swatches of the new My Mini Dream eyeshadow palette, and then beneath it, some super quick swatches of those 15 I Need a Nude palette shades. Okay, let's play with this. And of course, you guys, if I've missed any swatch comparisons that you need, just go ahead and ask me. I'm super happy to do it for you over on Instagram. Okay. All right, I am going to play with these now because I can't wait. I'm going to get my mirror out. While I'm doing that, I'd love for you to make sure that you are subscribed to this channel, and I would love to thank everybody who has gone even one step further and become a member. All of that info, along with super thanks and all that, is down below, but it's even quicker to just hit subscribe if you haven't already. I would sure love it. Okay, let's start. I want to get some color on my cheeks. On my lips right now, I actually have the Natasha pencil. Just really subtly done. I'm not doing a big lip thing. This isn't a lip video. Let's take a brush here and go into both of these shades, which are powder. And let me just kind of get that onto the cheeks. And I have a big fat Sonia G Sky brush here, but it's still working to just go into these two. Frankly, if I were to accidentally go into the highlighter at all, I wouldn't be upset. I don't mind a little bit of a highlighted cheek, and we will put the highlighter on afterwards with a different brush. But right now, this is really pretty. I really like that kind of mauve Natasha shade, and like I said, that's what these blush shades are a riff off of. Pardon me while I fix the concealer I have on my eyes there. There we go. Okay, and I just think this is a kind of definite for my skin tone, and it does depend on your skin tone, but for me this becomes kind of a neutral shade of blush. Even though I mixed two shades, it becomes kind of neutral when I put them together, and I like the look of that a lot, you guys. I really do. Okay, now let's switch brushes. Also Sonia G. I do have those Sonia G, I'm going into the highlighter here, guys. I do have the new Sonia G brushes coming. In fact, to be honest with you, I have washed them and they are drying right now. So that video is coming soon. We have a NARS video coming soon. I'm just putting a little bit of highlight on. What highlighter is this? Does this exist already in Natasha Denona's collection? Probably. I didn't research the highlighter. I revealed myself in our best top community 2023. I kind of confessed to you guys that I grab whatever highlighter is around. I'm not like really a highlighter connoisseur, are you? So this is probably something she might have done before, or it's just a highlight. Just a random highlight. Okay, now let's play with this. We can get some good shades out of this. In fact, what I think I'll do is one look now. And as I mentioned to you, I will be reviewing those new Sonia G eyeshadow brushes, so I'll probably just dip into this again. Let's go into this shade here. I will not leave out our beautiful Nurture shade, but I'm just going to kind of put this one, first of all, just all over the eyes. This is really pretty. It's very much kind of my style. You know, let me take Nurture. This is the shade of the hour here. I'm going to take Nurture and just run it in the crease. You know, again, as I told you, I would link my Best of Beauty community poll that we did for 2023. You know, Natasha Denona was our main winner. She had the most, she won in the category, she was our overall winner, but she also won in the category for most interesting and most hyped and all sorts of things. No, I'm not, it's not a spoiler alert. If you haven't seen the video yet, there's a lot more to see, but you know, Natasha Denona did really well. Okay, so there we go. We got these two matte shades here. I'm going to go in, same brush, no need to make brush laundry, to this darkest shade. Now remember, really, these are all, I'm just putting this right here and then kind of moving it around. Don't even move the brush, just squiggle it, and it just really highlights the eyes a lot. Remember, these are all variations of the shade Nurture. And we are going to, in the upcoming weeks, we're going to hear a lot of people complaining that this bears no resemblance to the original My Dream palette. And remember, my take on this, guys, is that it's not really supposed to, it's really a riff on one of the shades in the original My Dream palette, okay? And that's why it's called the mini. She just took this Nurture shade and made a bunch of different versions of it. All right, I am very, very pleased so far with this look, and we've just used the mattes. Usually I don't like it when it's just mattes. Okay, I will switch brushes. Kiyaki brush from Sonia G, and I'm gonna go into this shade right here and just put it into the center and kind of a little bit in the center and onto the lid. This is a really pretty palette, you guys. And I love a nice kind of neutral palette. It's going a little warm. It's not as warm as it could be, guys. I think it's actually kind of cool. It's neutral. It's neutral. But I like that. A good neutral that's not too warm. And I'm going to go in here with the same brush into this shade here and just do a little stripe down the center of the eye right there. Okay, go back in and go on this shade here and underneath. I didn't do that before. All right, what do you think? I could do some more lipstick. I could do, it's a good look, huh? It's a good look. Really nice performance, extremely beautiful palette. We used all 5 shades quite easily. Look, Natasha Denona is hot right now. You know, when this brand first started off, there were some hits and misses as Natasha Denona found her way as a makeup artist, as a teacher. She's been a model. She's just really come full circle. This is such a solid, good brand. Let me know what else you guys need to see. And don't forget that if you use my code, I'll put it here on the screen. It's my first and last name. It's also down below in the description bar. You will get 15% off when you order on her website, either this collection or whatever else you need to order. That code will work there for you and get you some money off. But I'm very, very pleased. What other comparisons do you need to see? What can I do you for? Let me know here or over on Instagram. I'm happy to get that up there for you. This is the kind of things that makes us a community. Like I said, we've got a lot of good stuff coming up. I will link the community survey if you haven't seen it yet at the end here. So that's coming up, and I look forward to seeing you all in the next video. Bye-bye.